right, hi, my name is Devin Gaynor. I'm going to give you a tour of classroom for the 2025-26 school year. So the first thing that you'll see, now that we actually had, this is actually we've actually had 1 week and a half here. We had time enough to do a article review, and one of those article reviews that we did was on two different articles. One was on the source, how to tell if a source is credible, and the other was theoretical importance of media stereotypes. So obviously you can see the work that the kids did. They did a great job. I think it's a great way to highlight some of the hard work that they did, and also allows other students to kind of see what we're doing. So when you come in, this is how our classroom is kind of set up. You can kind of see the remaining posters that some of the students did that kind of didn't make the highlight list, but I still felt that they did a good job and needed a place to put them. As you can see, we are grouped up into tables, and these tables represent the stations that the students will obviously do their work in. As you can see, I'm going to start here at the very first station. You can kind of see here is kind of how it's marked. At the top there, you can kind of see the station 1, and then it goes on to station 2, and then also station 3. So in each of they're going to be working on the same learning target and also the same success criteria, but they're going to do it in different formats. So for an example, this first station, this could be an article review station where I'll find a current event that correlates to our standards, and they obviously read the article, annotate it. There's usually about 10 to 12 questions correlated to the article, and obviously they have a short amount of time, usually about 20 minutes to get it done. The next station over here, this could be this is usually our group table. This is where I have them actually do either it could be a group discussion, it can be a popcorn read, and then obviously finishing off with some type of group discussion. But as you can see, this is very close to my desk. So that's why I have this here. So that way this allows me to be able to kind of circle, kind of listen through, make sure that the students are actually being accountable for their discussions. And then also it gives me the opportunity to kind of survey the rest of the room as well. So moving on to station 3, right now we don't have it yet, but there will be a computer cart. And in station 3, this is where we bring out our technological assignment. So this could be something online. It can be as simple as a Khan Academy activity. It could be something off of Canvas that we have that maybe I put an assignment there that I want them to do online. But the main purpose of this station is to actually work, obviously, on a computer. So some of the activities that we do in here, you can kind of see. On the wall here, we have a word wall. Right now, we've already have about 14 words. This is now going on a week and a half of school. So eventually it'll be filled up, but we will, obviously I have the students go in, just pick a few students to actually write it down so that way they, take ownership of it. And we do vocab tests pretty much weekly. The other things that we have here is, as you can see here, I have a human barometer posted. One here for strongly disagree, and then one here for strongly agree. And obviously I keep this up here so that way when we have our days, usually it's about Tuesday, we'll go and turn that into an activity day. So I have a couple of prompts, and while, and I'll just have students stand up and they kind of just move along the spectrum of whether they strongly agree or strongly disagree. Students like it. I like it because it gets them up, active, and obviously it's a quick, easy way to check and make sure that students are actually paying attention. Sometimes I'll throw that human barometer within a if we're taking notes and I'm starting to see some heads falling down or people not really paying attention. it's time for a human barometer. And then obviously it gets them kind of up moving and hopefully to get them more engaged. The other activity that I have here, you can see it says 4D, this is 3C, over here is 2B, 2B, and then 1A. These corners represent, or these Post-its represent the four corner activities that I have. It's very similar to the human barometer. What we do here with the four corners is, just like how this is strongly agree. Well, 1A is going to be strongly agree. 2B would be agree. 3C is going to be disagree, while 4D is going to be strongly disagree. And then I'll, same thing, throw prompts, have the students move around. And then once they move around, I'll pick out, or I'll have a volunteer just kind of mention why they chose that corner. I find that it's a great way to kind of do a check-in. But again, that's part of our activity days, which we usually do on Tuesdays. So as you can see, here's the work period board. All right, kind of your standard board. Nothing special there. We do have a smart board that I utilize. Today we actually had a debate. So you can kind of see, we kind of focused it more to AI a little bit today. But you can kind of see how we utilize this technology to kind of incorporate it into our full lesson. So going over here is to our data wall. Right now, as you can see, it's kind of empty. And that's only because this is only the first week and a half that we've spent here at the school. So as the students do tests, whether it be a CFA, whether it be a benchmark, I will post that information. Obviously, I'll have the students' names blocked out, but I will post that information. Mostly I do it by class because I want them to compete. I want them to compete between each other, between first period, second period, third, or fourth. What I found is in the past, it definitely does have an effect because, especially for the ones the students that really wants to achieve, not only do they want to achieve, but they want to see their group. They take pride in being the best group. So I have here a your wall. This is just your wall for information, and obviously the your being to the kids. So I have here right now, we're still in the scheduled change period. So I have a few of those posted. That's actually those yellow markers. And then I also have some other things that helps the students and the information that they need. Right now, this is empty, but this is going to be some of the highlighted work that I'm going to put for obviously more so paperwork, not the large post-it papers. That I'm going to put up there just to highlight the work because I want students to really take pride in the work that they do. And I think the best way to do that is just to highlight a few people by periods. So that way maybe one day that student that maybe doesn't put forth all the effort, maybe they'll take a chance and try to get up on that board. So here is where we put the stations. Now I do post when it is our time to rotate. Today we had a debate, so there was no rotations. But this is where all that information will be placed. As you can see, it's clearly marked so that way students can see where it is. And then also when we do have our stations, I also put those up on the screen. So that way it's clearly marked. If anybody was to come in, they could be able to see that what students are supposed to do. If a student comes in late, there is no excuse to see what they're supposed to do at the station that they're at. So that is the tour of my classroom, and thank you.